To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
An escalation of hostilities between the US and Iran could upend the International Energy Agency's forecast of a significant oil market surplus next year, as global supply jumped in June when the Strait of Hormuz reopened, but still lagged pre-war levels. Global oil markets received some respite last month, as a peace agreement between the US and Iran facilitated the opening of the strait, the effective closure of which had taken out as much as 14 million barrels per day of crude flows during the peak of the largest oil supply crisis in history. The total asset under management of all private retirement schemes has reached a record $10.9 billion, the highest level recorded since PIS was introduced in 2012, according to Datuk Dr. Tengku Aizan Tengku Abdul Hamid, chairman of the Private Pension Administrator Malaysia. The figure also represents a year-to-date increase of 2.1 billion ringgit, including 379 million ringgit in member contributions. Membership has also continued to grow, with approximately 19,000 new members welcomed this year, bringing total PIS membership to over 690,000 Malaysians. BlackRock, one of the world's largest asset managers, was sued on Monday by investors who said it stuck them with higher management fees and tax bills by using improper accounting that inflated the values of more than 70 equity mutual funds. According to a complaint filed in a New York State court in Manhattan, BlackRock misclassified dividend income and realized capital gains as fund assets, despite having to distribute these sums to investors within the tax year. Investors said the inflated NAVs caused them to buy fewer shares than they were entitled to, and pay management fees and higher taxes on what were essentially fund liabilities. BlackRock did not immediately respond to requests for comment. This year, for the first time ever, both races will be run together as Bursa Bull Charge Cross the Edge Kuala Lumpur Rat Race 2026. With the tagline, Run as One. Run for All, the 28th of November race seeks to advance inclusion for persons with disabilities, education, and financial literacy. In line with diversity, equity and inclusion goals, this year's joint race is being designed with accessibility of routes and facilities in mind to allow for PWD participation. Funds raised will go towards supporting beneficiaries that deliver high-impact programs for PWD communities, as well as those that increase access to education and financial literacy. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission proposed a new rule that would allow electronic delivery of disclosures that it said was an effort to make information more accessible for investors, brokerages, and investment fund advisors and others. The agency said the change reflected the current state of technology used on Wall Street, part of a pro-innovation agenda. In an age of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology, a default to paper delivery should be a relic, not a standard, SEC Chairman Paul Atkins said in a statement.
FIMM is pleased to announce the release of its latest annual report, now available on its official website. Link in the description. The FIMM annual convention is back, and registration is now open. Be part of the conversations shaping the unit trust industry's future. Reserve your seat today and get ready for a day of insights, connections, and forward vision.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.